This pandemic forced us to move from face-to-face to online learning modality. This modality takes a lot of effort from both the students and the instructors. For this to be effective, it is important to recognize that the online classroom is in fact a classroom, and certain behaviors are expected when you communicate with both your peers and your instructors. These guidelines for online behavior and interactions are known as Netiquette. The purpose of the following information is to help you be a more effective and successful student when communicating via Edmodo, email, chat rooms, or on discussion boards as part of your distance learning activities at Tanyan College. Let me first share to you the general guidelines. When communicating online with your professors, advisors, and peers, you should always treat them with respect. How? Always use your professor's proper title, doctor or professor. Or, if in doubt, use Mr. or Miss. Unless specifically invited, don't refer to your instructor by the first name. Use clear and concise language. Remember that all college-level communication should have correct spelling and grammar. This includes discussion boards. Avoid slang terms such as "what's up" and texting abbreviations such as "you" instead of "you", Y-O-U. Use standard fonts such as Arial, Calibri, or Times New Roman, and use a size 10 or 12. Avoid using the caps lock feature as it can be interpreted as yelling. Limit and possibly avoid the use of emoticons like smiley. Be cautious when using humor or sarcasm, as the tone is sometimes lost in an email or discussion post, and your message might be taken seriously or sound offensive. Be careful with your personal information, both yours and the others. Do not send confidential information via email. Use your real name so we can address you properly. And use a decent photo because again, you are in a classroom. Virtual meetings is just like a synchronous online class. While virtual meetings may not be something you are accustomed to, it's easy to fall victim to some major meeting faux pas. That's right, if you have an online meeting from home with your professor or advisor and your webcam displays your unmade bed with your dirty clothes, that's a problem. To help you keep your meeting productive and professional, follow these 7 simple etiquette rules and tips. Number 1. Leave the keyboard alone. Whether you're diligently taking notes, like the model student you are, or sneakily chatting with your class best friend about the latest news, the sound of your typing is distracting. So either use a headset or pick up your notebook and pen to take meeting notes. Writing your notes forces you to process and condense the information rather than typing you hear word for word. So really, writing your notes is better for everyone. Number 2, dress appropriately. One of the magical things about having class or working remotely is the freedom to wear anything to work or class. It's the dream. However, when you are in a virtual meeting and sharing your webcam, your professor, classmates, and coworkers will be less than thrilled to see your lazy clothes. So take a minute to throw on a clean shirt and brush your hair. The best part of actually getting ready is that you'll feel more focused to take on the virtual meeting. Number 3, Be aware of your surroundings. Your professor, advisors, or classmates won't be able to hear your ideas or take you seriously when there is a pile of dirty clothes in the corner behind you. You also want to avoid looking like you work from a cave because of bad lighting. Adjust your work setup so that you face a window or area exposed to plenty of light. And make sure your background is professional and class appropriate. No beds unmade or made in the background, no messy rooms, no random passerby or super cute pets that may be distracting. No? You should also remove any noisy distractions. While kids and pets may be adorable and you love them to pieces, your professor, advisors, and classmates won't like having to talk over a screaming child or barking dog. Number 4, mute your microphone when you're not talking. There's nothing more frustrating than hearing the alien echo noise from conflicting microphones. So save everyone from the ear-splitting madness by joining the meeting while on mute. Number 5, speak up. First of all, when you enter a small meeting around 2 or 5 people, announce yourself when you join. It's awkward to hear the someone just joined ding followed by silence. When you hop on the meeting, introduce yourself and say hi. Just make sure not to interrupt someone mid-sentence. Number 6, no food allowed. Make sure to eat a snack before your class or virtual meeting. No one wants to see you stuff your face with chips while discussing important lessons or business matters. It's distracting, and you won't be able to focus on the task at hand because you have to worry about dropping crumbs all over your keyboard. Number 7, stay seated and stay present. It may be tempting to check your inbox or carry on a side conversation during a dull moment in a meeting, but don't do it. You might miss out on key information or any opportunity to give input. If you're using your webcam, use attentive body language. Sit up straight, don't make big movements, and don't let your eyes wander too much. If you have any tips or have witnessed any virtual meetings mishaps, you can comment down below. Lastly, we have the message board, netiquette, and guidelines. Sometimes I will be adding a topic in a discussion board, and I want you to participate on it. When posting on the discussion board in our online class, you should make posts that are on topic and within the scope of the course materials. So do not post something that are out of subject. Okay? Second, take your post seriously and review and edit your post before sending. Be as brief as possible while still making a thorough comment. Always give proper credit when referencing or quoting another source to avoid plagiarism. Be sure to read all messages in a thread before you reply. Don't repeat someone else's post without adding something of your own to it. Avoid short, generic replies such as, "I agree." No? You should include why you agree or add to the previous point. Always be respectful of others' opinion, even when they differ from your own. When you disagree with someone, you should express your differing opinion in a respectful, non-critical way. Do not make personal or insulting remarks. You should be open-minded. Overall, you should use common sense when communicating electronically. In the same way that you would present yourself in person to make a positive and constructive impression. You should always do the same when taking an online course. Remember that the majority of what we communicate to others is in non-verbal way. No body language, no voice inflections, so we can be easily misunderstood, right? And all you have in online courses is in a text form. Make sure your digital impression is a clear and positive one. So I hope you learn from this Netiquette guide for distance learning. Thank you and have a good day.